In this video, I'm playing a brand new cozy game and keeping you company whilst you fall asleep. This is Loftia. It's an online solarpunk game focused on community and playing with others. And this is its closed beta test, which is going on for the next couple of weeks, and I have some keys to give away to you. So stay tuned, I will tell you how you could win a key to play this for yourself in just a second. But first, if you're new here, I'm MadMorph, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome home. This is my series where I play games to help you fall asleep, which comes from the fact that I have had a sleep podcast for the last 5 years. If you want me to read you a bedtime story or a full audiobook, you can listen to Down to Sleep on Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts for free. Go to downtosleeppodcast.com for everything that you need. Now, I'll be giving keys away to play this game on my Instagram story this weekend, so make sure you follow me over there. And make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube, because I will also do a community post with a few more keys in right here. Good luck. Let's tuck you in. Take a nice deep breath, and let's get down to sleep with Loftia. Always when we play a game, we like to rate the menu screen, and this one is very cool. Look at that beautiful whale airship blimp. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's make our character in Loftia. Make new Loftian. You're stepping into an early version of the game with features, environments, and systems that are still being built and refined ahead of early access. You may encounter rough edges, bugs, placeholders, and changes between sessions. That's all part of the process. Cool. No worries. For the rest of your days, Hakuna Matata. It's Loftia. Let's get into it. We start off with a face reveal as we make ourselves in the game. Got some nice music coming in, and we take a look at the character creation options before having a run around. Now, I do not have big anime eyes. I have eyes kind of like that, perhaps. These ones. I think we'll go with this. I don't know. You can be your own judge. I do have my eyes on Instagram with other portions of my face as a pinned comment, as a pinned post, I should say, which is not for vanity. It's actually just to prove to people that I'm a real human. Because there's so much AI stuff these days, isn't there? Right, we've got eyes, eye face, eyebrows. Let's go. Can you move the camera down here a bit? There we go. A pensive and worried look upon my face. I'm going to go with... I think I'm going to go with those ones, actually. Those ones. Just sort of always concerned, but also surprised. Eye settings. We've got colour. I have brown eyes. But it looks like you can... I like it when it's a slider. You can do your own thing. Seems like it's something worth having, especially because in most games no one's looking at your eyes and you'll never see them again. So it's just a little bit of a touch for you to feel like it's you, you know? Wow, I can even do the size of your pupils. That's a big one, so it looks a bit softer. You can do a shape in your eye. I'm going to do a little heart. Features, nose shape. Choose your nose. Let's go with that one. Jaw shape. Oh, there we go. I worked out how to move the camera down. He's not just a pretty face. He knows how to move a camera during character customization. Mouth shape. Oh, that's an interesting one. Literally, I can remember when I was in college, this girl talked to me and she said, we were talking about how you always pull this face while you're sitting in the lectures. You're always like this. And it was a face like this. They were like, you always pull your mouth off to one side when you're like, thinking and a smile. And at the time, young me was like, oh, okay. Is that weird? Are you guys bullying me? But really, I should have been like, oh, you're talking about me, huh? But this is my face when I realized that I didn't do that. And I just was like, okay, stop talking about me, please. Thanks, bye. Forever awkward little morph. What? Oh, that's a cute little sort of, almost like a manga little smile. Boom. Got a talking mouth, a smile, a sad mouth, a little frown. Yum. I think let's go with the smirk. I'm feeling the smirk. It's kind of a, you know, I'm here, but I don't know how I feel about it. We've got freckles. Cute. Love freckles, don't you? I might give myself some freckles, even though I don't have freckles in life. I think they will help with this character to have a little bit of just a little something extra over the airbrushed skin. And wrinkles. I am not too wrinkly yet, but I do not get much sleep, so maybe I should have the bags under the eyes. Let's see. Honestly, one of the perks of just not really going outside or wanting to be in the sun much is you will have better skin long term. But you know what, this game's too cute for me to look tired. We're living in a utopia, for goodness sake. I'd be getting all the sleep in the world. Body. We got skin tones that you can go through. From dark to Edward Twilight. We'll go about here, I think. They got vitiligo. Dimensions. Oh, we can do height. You can be a little bit taller and a little bit smaller. Sometimes these kinds of things are limited in games because it's difficult to make clothes fit if they make you able to do like crazy heights and stuff. I am pretty tall, but we'll go about here in this game because we don't. It's a cute little game, so we want to be small. Size of your head. Let's have a slightly bigger head. Actually, that looks weird. Let's go about there. Arms. Kind of your shoulders, your width. Do be kind of broad. You can give yourself a little belly, but not too much. Just a little bit of, you know, shape to you. There we go. Now, on to hairstyles. Let's pick. I need a haircut. And I feel like I say that more often than not, but my hair grows very fast. And it wasn't growing too fast, and I wonder if anyone knows if we're connected to the seasons and spring, because my hair, I was thinking, why isn't my hair growing as fast after I've cut it? And as soon as spring has sprung, it's too long all of a sudden. Maybe I'm part plant. I don't know. I think we go with quite like with something messy. There's a lot of hairstyles. There are a lot of hairstyles to choose from, which is always good. I think we're going to go with something messy but short. It's kind of the direction we're heading in. Kind of like the default one, you know? It's just a very cute cartoon, almost like I'm in the back pages of a newspaper, a little cartoon there. Is kind of what that's giving, and I'm happy with that. And we can do colour. My hair is very dark. It looks like you can totally change the colour to what you want. Facial hair, I generally don't do in character customization, just because they always look quite stuck on in video games. But you do have some options for beards and moustaches, big old Viking beards and little stubble. We're going to keep it cute, even though I do have facial hair in real life. Makeup, I think we're going to keep those rosy cheeks to be cute, and we'll turn them into hearts for fun. Oh wait, there was outfit. Never mind. Totally missed the outfit button. Oh dear. And I've had 3 cups of coffee today. Alright, it's time for us to zoom down in to Loftia. I'm actually in control. I am controlling this. I do wonder if there's perhaps meant to be music, or if it's going to start as we get in. Ah! There it is. It's okay, you weren't asleep yet. Really just made it to the intro screen. It's time for to be a Loftian and see what you can see in the ponds and at the fair, 'cause every city's got a big wheel now for you to care and go up and see the city. That's a squirrel or something, I'm not quite sure. She's a mushroom girl and he's a mechanic. Loftia. I wasn't even singing, that's just the official song. That sounds a lot like me. Pebble, well that's a cute name for whatever the heck you is. Whoa, now that was an artistic landing. Good thing I was here to break your fall. Are you okay? Nothing broken? I'm all good. Great, me too. Anyway, welcome to Loftia. You'll love it here. So tell me, why do you come to Loftia? I'm not sure. Totally fair. Sometimes you just fall into the right place without knowing why. Happens more than you'd think. What's the place you come from like? Let's be honest, 2026 is messy. Well, I'd be lying if I said we didn't have a little bit of that in common. Well, you're in Loftia now. Everyone's welcome here, no matter where they come from. Also, guess who's in charge of making you feel at home? You? Me. Get ready for the ultimate DIY life. Crafting and self-expression are the heart of Loftia. Well, a big part of the heart, at least. You really should go talk to Milo. He's our master of tinkering, and he's got a present for you. And we're in. And you can see already people running around. It is a shared world. Those are other people. And there is proximity voice as well to talk to people, which I've turned my voice off at least, or at least I hope I have. So I don't know if we'll hear people or if it's just off completely, but we'll see. But you can see the people running around and having a nice little time. Follow the arrow at your feet to find Milo. Can't believe that wrench is missing again. Oh, hey, hi, didn't see you there. You're Morph, right? Pebble mentioned you. Already? Yeah, Pebble's excitement travels faster than any of us. I'm Milo. I mostly build stuff, fix stuff, and turn old junk into stuff. Welcome to my scrapyard. Pebble said you might need a hand in getting settled, right? Count me in. You kinda caught me in the middle of junk duty. How about a hand with all this scrap? I'll prepare a very important thing for you in the meantime. Go salvage 5 screws and 5 plastic discards. You'll find plenty in the scrap quarter. Take your time. Wow, so many people are here. Am I underdressed for this? Everyone else did a nice outfit. And I missed it, although this is kind of something I would wear in real life. Jeans, simple top. So I guess it makes sense, really. So he's sending me to the scrap quarter. Press E to collect resources near them. Oh, a little bit of lag. Oh wait, this is scrap here. Okay, so we're in the scrap quarter right now, running around picking up items. Because it's all about solar punk, baby. It's all about the environment. And making the world a better place. For you and for me and the entire race, Michael Jackson. So let's collect what we need. So you run around. Looks like everyone else is doing the same thing. Oh wait, I thought this was hopscotch. It's noughts and crosses. This is hopscotch. 1, 2, 3. I think the way that you play this is you throw a stone, and the one it lands on you don't step on. So it's like hop, hop, 2, hop, 2, and then it changes. I believe is the way that one plays hopscotch. it would be nice if everyone picked up after themselves. There was a game recently, a football game, or if you're in America, soccer, where Japan played England and they came to Wembley Stadium, which is in London, to play a game of football, which England lost, I think. But when... It was just a friendly. But when the fans left, the Japanese fans are known for always cleaning up after themselves. They've done this at every tournament they've attended, and I think it, happens at soccer games in the home country as well, I'm sure. But they clean up. A few people stay with bags and they go down the aisle and they clean up all rubbish that they've left behind, any, drinks and food stuff. And I often think when I see it, A, that's really cool. B, why aren't we all just like that? And that's not to say that every Japanese fan does that, because plenty of them leave. It's just a sort of a few people in each line stay and do it. But I love that that's part of that fan culture, to have a clean up. I mean, most people can't even do it after themselves leaving a cinema, and they just leave all of their junk everywhere. We should be taking care of the old planet, shouldn't we? Hey, you're back. How was it? I'm a scavenging pro. I love the junked gold attitude. You'll fit right in. Loftia attracts a lot of junk from before the uplift. Part of what I do is to break it down, salvage the usable parts. Knowing when to find these resources is going to be your #1 hack for living your new DIY life. Now you just need one more thing to head off to your own island. Swing by the construction site and grab some clay. So this must be like a hub, and that's why everyone's here and running around. And also perhaps why it's a little bit laggy. Let's go over here, follow our arrows, and find some clay. We've got some nice rain. The sound of rain as we head to the construction site. But what's this up here? Cute little area. There's food and tents. A hangout place. Oh, very sweet. I believe they gave me some keys for this to give away as well, so I'm going to post those onto my Instagram. So if you want to check this out and get a key to play this test, go check out my Instagram. I will just stick them on the story. First come, first served. If they did indeed send me some, I'm remembering that they did, I believe. And I'll also post them on my YouTube community post, which is fun to do sometimes. I'm going to try and do those a little bit more often and share more stuff there, because it's always really fun to read the comments. I did a couple recently sharing favourite games and movies. I'd like to do more little bits like that. YouTube used to have stories that you could post, and they removed the feature entirely, which is weird. I used to post stories every so often. But now there's just Instagram. I guess there's TikTok too, but I don't always... I share way more stories to Instagram. Just because, I don't know, I feel like... I don't know if I'm right or not, but I feel like people are more likely to be on Instagram if they are a bit more interested in you, I guess. TikTok is, there's more people there and it's just a bit random, so I feel like I'm actually talking to my community, I guess, a little bit more if I post on Instagram. But I don't know if that's right or not. Okay, we've got some clay. Dun. Tell Milo the news. Hey man, I've got clay. I knew you could do it. Hard to navigate? Nah. Construction site's been in progress forever. Might never see it finished, but it's my top spot to find scrap wood and clay. Anyway, while you're out there, I finished configuring your project station. Station in hand, pockets littered with scrap, and a brain full of wild ideas. That's basically how we move around here. Welcome, hub. Oh. That wasn't my tummy. I've had my ready brick. Don't mind the shaking, it's normal. Anyway, head over to see Pebble now. He's been itching to take you to the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood. feel like I'm back in Animal Crossing, about to do my intro screen. Won't you be my... Won't you be my... How'd it go with Milo? Educational. I knew it. Guy's a genius. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Seems Loftia has the giggles, huh? Don't let it worry you, okay? Everything's fine. Perfectly fine. So now you've got your project station. How about we hurry up and visit the neighborhood island? That's where your house is. All you have to do is catch a ride on that balloon in the middle of the dome. Oh my god, and the balloon has a bear on it? Looks like a big koala. It's perfect. Into a balloon, riding high into the sky. Where will I go? Me oh my, it's the beginning of everything. Capybara. What's the coziest animal you can think of? Every so often I'll see a video of people hugging a cow, and I think I'd like to do that someday. It's a good bucket list item to have. Hug a cow. I got my own house. Look, I live here. Do other people live here too? Mama Thicky Thickness. Okay. My neighbour is Mama Thicky Thickness, and there they are. They're actually in at the moment. Right, okie dokie. And who's my other neighbour? School Bus Panda. And last but not least, Guinevere. I feel like Guinevere is here playing, you know, herself and... Oh, I fell off that. Okay, I don't know why that panicked me. It's definitely not a game where I was about to plummet to my doom. Should we say hello neighbour to Mama Thicky Thickness? How do we type? Hello neighbour. And they waved. Cute. Alright, let's go to our house. So it puts you with people, and I know if you play this with friends, you build your own neighborhood. And so these would be your friends' houses. But it's cute that it puts you with random people if you're not playing with others. That also brings the feeling of community and neighboring stuff. Oh, I have to speak to Pebble. Here we go. Oh wait, hang on. It just changed that over. So maybe Guinevere was a placeholder, and now there's someone here called Nuki, who is farming already. Hey, neighbor. They're very busy, I guess. And they have a lot of crafting things here, and it looks like I can use their crafting stations, which is kind of cute, isn't it? To think that you can come over to the neighbors and use the crafting table, but the stuff that needs permission, some stuff needs permission, so that's cool. It's friendly. They said hi. That's cute. And it looked like School Bus Panda was here as well. I think they've gone inside. They're a little bit ahead of us. Is this where it turns into keeping up with the Joneses and suddenly it's a race? Here it is, home sweet home. You might find some junk around your place. Truth is, things are a little bumpy right now, and the trash piles have started popping up all over Loftia. But hey, that's a problem for future us. Why don't you head over to our house and plop down your project station, maybe a bed. Sorry, did I say our house? Okay, let's have a little clean up. Place a project station anywhere on your island. Project station. B to enter decorative mode. Project station. Okay. We're going to put this on the side of the house. So we've got rotation. And then plonk it down in the middle between our two windows there as not to block the view. And also a bed inside, it looks like. Hang on, let's come out of here, out of that mode, and open our door, go inside our house. Right. beautiful starter home. Let's put the bed down. And since it's just a one bed for now, we're going to put it in the corner rather than center, as we'll kind of need to space things out and build around it, right? There we go. Got our bed. Got our little project builder. Oh look, someone's house disappeared. So perhaps Thicky Mummy, or whatever her name was, has gone off to join her friends. I wonder if we were watching when it happened, if it would have actually floated away or if it would have just disappeared. And I suppose when a new player joins, it will fill them in to there. That's cute. I like that though. I like that there's just a player over there. Nuki's just over there, watering her garden and doing stuff. Better than just being on your own, I think, out here. Ba-bum. Okay, tell Pebble that you're settled in. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon? And if not, would you ever go in one? I think I would be too scared. I really would have to get something out of it to do something like that. It's a bit like skydiving or bungee jumping. To me, I just think it's not worth the risk. And whilst I know that the risk is low, I'm not getting enough out of it to roll even that very large many-sided dice. You know what I mean? Now you're settled in. How about we do something about all the debris? I'd help, but my paws aren't exactly built for that kind of work. Or any kind of work, really. But wait, you can actually craft something way more useful than these paws. It's one of my favourite technologies in all of Loftia. A hammer. A hammer. A hammer. It's really good for salvaging old stuff like machines and boxes and bigger machines. Give that project station of yours a spin. Come back out to clean up your island. Come and see me when you're done. Okay. Let's go to our little thingy here. Your project station lets you craft a variety of useful items. Select a recipe and check which materials it requires. A hammer. Screws and plastic, which we have previously collected. So we can craft that up. Left mouse to swing your hammer. Okay, turn it down a smidge and get to swinging. Smashing up an old washing machine and stuff. And it's a cute little starter space. We need a level 2 hammer for bigger things. Looks like you need a different tool for snipping some mushrooms. Get scrap wood from doing the old baskets. Proficiency. Okay, so we actually level stuff up as we do it. That's also good. That's a good thing that keeps you playing when you get to level up, isn't it? I love games where you level up by doing, even when they're really grindy. Like when I used to have a lot more time, I would love games like that. Oh, I level up by digging. I'm going to spend the entire day digging dirt. It just makes you feel like your time is being valued weirdly, you know? I think it comes from loving multiplayer online games back in the day of like Star Wars and stuff and Ultima Online that I never played very much because that was back in the day when you had to do a phone call and pay per minute that you were playing. So I bought Ultima Online and didn't know that it was a subscription, plus you had to connect to the internet to play it. I just liked the look of it in the shop and begged my dad. And then I think I played it for a month, and then the phone bill came in, and I was never allowed to play it again. But I enjoyed the experience whilst I had it. And a lot of that experience was me down a mine, just leveling up my mining skill. Nice work, MadMorph. Look at all the treasure you got. House, check. Hammer, double check. Looks a lot like we're getting close to carrot time. I can feel it in my fur. Carrot time. Hazel. Hey, Pebblets. I turned my back for 5 minutes and you're already daydreaming about carrots, huh? What can I say? My brain's just hardwired for the crunch. Well, you're one lucky rodent. I actually dropped by to see if Morph wanted some gardening lessons. Since we've got to start from the ground up, I guess it really is carrot time. I knew it. You're in good hands, Morph. Hazel will take it from here. I mean, no offense, Pebbles, but this is an upgrade. It's always so lovely to see a new face around here. I'm Hazel. I look after the seed shop. Hope you're ready to get your hands muddy. Peanut, sorry. Tell me, how are your farming skills? I know what a watering can is. That's the spirit. Tending to your own garden is so simple once you get the hang of it. First, you need some basic equipment. Garden bed, watering can, project station. Get some carrot seeds, Pebble mentioned. Finally, find a nice spot for your seeds. Give it a try. I've actually been doing a bit of gardening, and buying some plants to put in. And after a couple of years of trying to grow my own wildflowers every year and sprinkling those seeds, I've decided just to buy plants and put them in. I am growing some wildflowers, but I'm not sure. My soil is very tough. The battery you carry is what powers crafting stations. Each crafting costs a certain amount of charges. If you run out, use your solar panel. Ah, that's what this is for. So you put it in, and it charges in the solar panel. That's cute. I like that. Let's take a quick look at the audio settings, as it seems like the sound effects are quite quiet under the environment and the music. There we go. I think we could turn the music down a smidge and go with that. Let's see, did that save the settings? Did. Environment? No, it didn't. Okay. Music down a bit. Sound effects up a little bit. UI up a little bit. It's very quiet. Environment up. Get the ambience. Apply. Keeps resetting it. Will you behave yourself, game? But yeah, I've been doing a bit. There's a couple of robins that hang out in my garden, which is very, very cute. See them every single day. I think there are a couple, probably nesting. So that's nice. I'm just trying to get a bit of colour in after having it cleared, and then I'll just let it grow for the wildlife over the next year. Until winter and beyond. But it had got a bit overgrown, so it was overdue. Crafted garden bed. There we go. Crafted. And my proficiency is up. So now if I go into placing, we can go right here, and I'm going to put my garden... Let's do it over in this. Let's do it where it matches up against the fence. Do I want to do it right at the entrance? Maybe here, to the side. There we go. Switch between hammer and seeds. Once we're out of this mode, I think. There we go. Got our seeds. And put them in just as easy as that. But I've got actually got an apple tree in my garden, and apple trees are really beautiful when they flower, and they flower for just a short amount of time. And so the last week I watched it go from nothing to flowering. It gets this beautiful white flowers, and then a little bit of colour, and then the last 3 days the petals have been falling off, and then that's it for the year, and then I assume the apples will grow out of it or something. I've had it in my garden for years, but I've just never really taken the time to pay attention to it before, and I've never actually noticed it bloom. It's interesting to think I've had that for years, and I've never noticed it before because it's so quick. But because I've been doing more stuff with it and taking time, I got to notice this beautiful bloom. And it does make you feel kind of like paying more attention, because it's just for a moment, you know? It's just already the flowers are going, but I got to see it, you know? It's an interesting thing. So it wants me to have more scrap, but my hammer isn't powerful enough for... I need more metal scraps for the watering can. Craft a watering can. It tells me I need a level 2. I wonder if we must head back to find some more. As I have picked up all of the scraps here. Oh, now 2 more of the neighbours have left. Was it something I said? Maybe this is a tutorial area and then you disappear. Now you're all set. We can finally do my favourite welcome celebration thingy. Ready? Don't blink. Ta-da! A welcome gift from one of the developers, whatever that means. Let me see what the little note says. Hello, friend. Thanks for being part of Loftia, portal of love and care into building this cozy world over the past few years. We hope it brings you comfort, joy, and a home you can always return to. Signed by Martina. She's lovely. The note comes with 2 gifts, a blouse and some shorts. Find the clothes in your collection. Try them on. Remember, if you don't like your clothes, there are plenty of others to find and craft. Press escape to go to your menu hub. Okay. Ah, so you can do customization in here. And change your clothes. I'm going to put some headphones on. Ah, there we go. So I actually did not miss out. A cute little cardigan. That's cute. I'm loving cardigans. And then these were the little pastel shorts we just unlocked, which are actually really cute, but they kind of don't go with the cardigan. I do look adorable though. I'm going to rock them. Shoes. Let's go with some big old boots. Oh, and let's get glasses on, of course. I wear glasses. You can have an eye patch. That's pretty cool. We'll go with the glasses. Oh, I look so much cuter now. There we go. And you can even customize your face and your makeup and your hair whenever you want. I like that. Okay. So we need to find some more stuff. So let's go back to the main hub and grab some resources. So I guess I'm telling that story as a way of saying, you know, practice paying attention, practice being in a moment, practice sitting and letting yourself notice. When I've taken that extra time, like I go to the pond and the river a lot, but if I just go there for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, even 15, you don't really see much. You're not really noticing. You're passing through, and you're just seeing that immediate moment of what is there. It's when I sit for beyond 20, even up to an hour, whatever time you have to spare. Don't pass through, don't walk. Notice. Sit and let yourself be in that moment and notice. I've seen butterflies, you know, having like a dog fight, like spinning around each other and flying down into wildflowers, and start noticing a certain pigeon that's a different color and is paying more attention to you than the others. There's so much going on out there, and we're all so busy and the world's so loud and scary sometimes. It's really important to take those moments when you can, and I know it's hard, but when you do, really just be present, notice, look down, and see what's around. The other day I was sitting there and there was a white dove, and it had almost where a third eye would be, like a slice of a sort of tabby pigeon colour, and the rest of it was white, and it was following me around whilst I was just hanging out and looking at the swans that are nesting and the ducks. Sat down on the bench and it came over and was just kind of hanging around near me, and I was like, this is kind of special, you know. It really romanticizes your life when you just take a bit more time. Look around and see. And I think this game has a lot of that message in it, really. So how can I find my way back to where I needed to pick stuff up in the old scrap sector? So this was here, I think. We can find some stuff here then. This is where stuff was spawning, wasn't it? Screws and scrap. So you can put together a watering can. Like this. And it's something to be practiced, just like me with the apple tree, and only just noticing its amazing flowers that are there for a short spell. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, got a few bits. Let's wait for another couple of spawns here, just so we're not forever running back to and fro. And you can just sit on benches, which is kind of cute. Hang out with people. I wonder if this is shared loot. Oh wait, there's a top side as well. People are up there finding things. How did they get up there? As we clean the world up. Ah, more. The other advantage of when you play online with people is seeing... Oh, I'm sorry, was that for you? They were... I feel like I took it before them. They got a little annoyed and swung their hammer at me. I guess I wasn't noticing. Let's go back up and get some more. And we'll head back to our home. So we've got a clock as well. It's 2 AM in game. Time does pass. And let's head back to the place. To home. What's this? Bouncing a ball? I get points. Whoa. Whoa. Don't let it hit the ground. Very cute. Head back over. So, you know, what's something you've noticed recently? Share it in a comment below. And if you haven't, try and take some time this week and maybe come back to this video or my next video and let me know. I would love to know what you see when you go out into the world and spend a little bit of time noticing. And now I have totally new neighbors. I wonder if every time I come here it spawns me to a different place. Not sure. Craft a watering can. Now we have what we need. Harvest carrots. So that would be switching and watering. There we go. My grass, my lawn, was really, really bad after I had people come and remove all of my bramble that I'd let grow crazy for rewilding and just wildlife to enjoy. Let my garden and my grass get really crazy, and the bramble had overgrown so much some of the grass had kind of died. So I've been redoing the grass, and seeing that growing in and watering it is really satisfying. Just standing at the garden with music on. More Creedence Clearwater Revival and just like watering the lawn. It's like, I'm officially old, but I love this. So enjoyable. I'll be honest, I can't really tell if you changed or not, but you look like a million dews. I think you're ready to meet the two of the most hyped people in Loftia. Linda and Estella will get you all set for tailoring and decorating. And as the reigning Pebblethon champion would tell you, showing the world your true colours is the ultimate way to make friends. Well, that's adorable. Oh, what happened? I just disappeared out of the chat. Pebble? What happened? It still says talk to Pebble. It cancelled the chat, but I can't talk to them for some reason. I wonder if the server had a hiccup. Someone here is watering their garden though. Pebble, why can't I talk to you? I wonder if I can collect scrap on someone else's land. So this person just moved here. Oh, I can't change items. I think the server had a little hiccup. Let's reconnect. Alright, that fixed it. Let's try talking again. Let's see what they say. They're kind of the cool kids around here, but I'm pretty sure they'll like you. Be yourself and stuff. Yeah, it was great advice. Be yourself to find your tribe, to find your people. So I guess if you pretend to be someone else, then the friends that you make whilst you're pretending will not be your people. It'll be exhausting. I've got a really big carrot here. I wonder if there is something that affects their size, or if that one is just bigger. It's a jumbo. I got farming proficiency. Let's see, I was supposed to tell Hazel that I planted those. You did it, Peanut. The plants really seem to like you. Makes me happy to see the land being so generous, even during these wobbly times. Now they're ready, you can put them in the shipping bin, send them off to the city. It's a lovely way to get something back for all the care you've put in, plus it helps keep all of Loftia well fed. You might find other uses for your crops later on. Just be sure to check goals. Wobbly times. So there is something going on. So we ship our carrots off, and we get 100 gems for shipping a delivery. You're a natural. Those dues you received are proof of the care you've put into the land, and into Loftia's future. Spend them on outfits, decorations, global village recipes, or even trade with other Loftians. Interesting. But mainly invest it back into your own island through Loftia's sustainable growth path. What's that? See, Peanut, expansion's limited around here. Has to be given our circumstances. It has to be, given our circumstances. You can't just turn your island into a big field of vegetables right away. You must prove you're using the land well. Exactly what you just did. Amani handles building permits and Loftia's sustainable growth path. Go visit her. Oh. That's interesting. Gotta use the land well. So let's take the balloon back, talk to those people, and talk to Armani. Talk to Linda, the fashionista. I absolutely want to talk to them because we like clothes. So let's follow the arrow at our feet and see. Here she is. A new face. It's always such a joy to see fresh looks around here. Morph, right? I'm Linda. I take care of the outfit shop, and it's so lovely to finally meet you. Together we'll make sure your style speaks for you. Tell me, have you ever wanted an outfit that speaks for you? It's a special kind of strength, wearing something you've made yourself, you know. But first, you need a place to craft. Build a tailoring station. Such a charming little invention. It has every tool you need to bring your lovely clothes to life. Pencils, scissors, patterns. Take some cotton and fabric. It's just for practice. We're going to make our own clothes. Now we run over to meet. Oh wait, it's saying take the balloon to build a tailoring station, but I want to speak to Estella the carpenter, who's right here. Well, well, well. Morph, I knew our path would cross again. Do we know each other? Oh, I always forget most people don't remember their past lives. I'm Estella. If someone said that to me, it'd probably work. I'm Estella, your guiding star for a breathtaking home. Trust me, if you want a full life in Loftia, a place to call your own is a must. Speaking of which, oh, Karina, how have you survived in Loftia like this? Sun-dried tomatoes and luck. Your aura, it's so empty, just like your home. Wow. It would be deeply unethical to let you go on living this way. Sleeves up, Corazon. We're installing a carpentry station in your home. This beauty is a gateway to furniture with a soul. If someone said my aura was empty, I would be infinitely offended. Ah, wants us to meet. I need scrap wood, so whilst we're here, let's collect scrap. Back in that area. Or perhaps from the construction site. It seems like a place that would have wood, doesn't it? I know it was just clay before, but maybe there's wood here too. Yep, sure is. dun, dun. It's one of those games that it just feels cute because there's other people running around. If this was solo, you perhaps wouldn't be as interested or as enamored by it. But because that makes sense, because the heart of the game is kind of community and doing things together. It's got that at its core of its message, right? And obviously of its world as well. It's solar punk, looking after the environment, living with the environment and with each other sustainably. So it's very important that you have the community feel. Your inventory can store many different items, but only certain amounts of each one. Craft personal storage. So I'm full of screws. Okay. Let's get some wood. And now we have enough, and we can head back. That's also cool. Stops you from just hogging everything, I guess. And doing more than you need. Which really, as humans, we should all be doing, shouldn't we, darling? Everything in moderation to the middle way. We have returned. So it looks, yeah, every time I come back here, my neighbors are different. I think it just puts you into a sort of, almost a lobby. Like your island moves. Because when you're loading, it says looking for available worlds, so you aren't necessarily going back to the same place and the same people. But it will put you with random people, so you feel like it's kind of lived in, you know? You get to see people's outfits, what they've done with the characters. I think that's a cute way of doing it. Ah, you nailed it. They totally loved you. Few. Few? Not that I was worried. I knew they'd adore you. Anyway, I'm just so ready to see all the pretty thingies you'll make. Go on, unleash those creative sparkles. I'll be back at the city whenever you want a quick tour. Great. Collection screen shows you everything you've collected. Find it in the menu. Craft a carpentry station. There it is. Ah, need battery. Using my solar power. Filling up the battery to do what I need to do. Oh, we can see other islands. Look, over there. That looks like it's actually other people. Wonder if it's just decorative or if it's a true other island. I don't see it on any other side. Crafting the carpentry station. Carpentry station crafted. Placing. Now what? Craft any furniture. Let's craft a comfy couch. I need more metal. Oh, you always need more metal. Is there anything I can make? A square side table. I gotta fill my battery up. Used a lot of battery to make that crafting table. Furniture. Let's go with the curved side table. And place it inside. My room's gonna look so cute. There we go, right by the bed. Nice. And then tell Estella about my decor. Jumping on the bed. Wonder where we get more seeds from. Probably got to talk to Hazel here. I guess I've taught you all I know about growing your own crops. Since you've been so kind to the land, it feels like the right moment to grow outward too. Talk to Amani. Oh yes. I forgot I was supposed to do that. Let's go back. Talk to Amani, talk to Pebbles, get a little tour. We're still kind of in the tutorial here, but it's cute so far. Certainly a cute one for people looking to perhaps hang out with others, feel like you're part of a community, or play with friends, I think. It's kind of what feels like the sweet spot for it so far. Okay, Estella. Do you feel it? You exhale a whole new energy. Now your house is more alive. What am I living in? Hill House? This is only the beginning of your journey, Corazon. But what a beginning. Okay, let's do a little bit of learning with Morph. What does Corazon mean? Corazon meaning... Corazon is a Spanish word meaning heart. Ah. Represents love and affection and compassion. It's also widely used as a term of endearment similar to darling or sweetheart. Wow. Estella, Corazon, back at you. Talk to Amani. I've got 3 chapters of Hill House left to go on the podcast, exclusive to Patreon, patreon.com/downtosleep. If you want me to read The Haunting of Hill House to you, it's not all spooky stuff, it's mostly stuff to sleep to, but some people really like it to fall asleep with. It's surprisingly cozy for a story about a haunted house, I tell you. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very cute, and the characters are cute. It's a really cute friendship that could be read as something else between the 2 main girl characters. And the Doctor is cool, and Luke's interesting. It's essentially a story about 4 people that go to... It's nothing like the show. It's about 4 people going to the house that they think might be haunted and staying in it and seeing what happens. But it's written really beautifully. And I love Theodora is a great character in it and a great name. So, but I'm also reading A Little Princess. I'm about to start The Hobbit. Just did Anne of Green Gables, which is available everywhere. You can listen to that one for free on the podcast, actually on Spotify and everywhere you get pods every Monday. That's a really wholesome book. If you like wholesome stuff, Anne of Green Gables every Monday on Down to Sleep. Find all the links that you need in the description for this episode. Amani. I oversee the Permits Office and World Projects here in Loftia. It's all about balance, growing enough to thrive, but not so much we destabilize everything we rely on. Stick around. Learn the systems. I think you'll do just fine. Hazel mentioned your latest shipment of crops. Excellent work. You're doing more than farming. You're securing Loftia's future. Given recent events, we must remain more vigilant than ever. Recent events? Pebble didn't tell you about the earthquakes? I see. The tremors have been moderate so far, stable. There's no need to panic. We're still figuring out the cause, but history has shown that letting things grow without limits only increases stress on the land. We're taking things one step at a time. We must ensure your island is stable before expanding. That's why we established the sustainable growth path. I can see you've put heart and hard work into your land. Let's keep it going. Upgrade a building permit. Building permits. The number of things you can place, is limited by permits. They help preserve the delicate balance. Purchasing new permits lets you gradually expand your farm, storage stations, and more. Cool. Permits. More garden beds, and that's what we use our gemmies for. Great. Let's upgrade beds. Garden beds. Something to shoot for. Amazing work. You're officially a part of Loftia's sustainable growth path. Did you feel that? Uh-oh. Earthquake. Okay, that's new. That tremor was significantly stronger than the last few. Oh my, I should check on Herb in the gardens. Hazel, hold on. An earthquake here shouldn't be felt all the way on the other islands, right? Hazel has a point. The air routes have been increasingly unpredictable lately. Something is definitely off. It's true. Even the plants and fish have been acting up. It feels like we're dealing with a whole new level of instability. Oh no, I'd better go check my scraps in the gridfall. No need to panic, folks. We're activating the protocol. Cliff here will take care of safe travels and checking if all districts are fine. Morph, we're going to need all the help. How can I help? Get to the Hanging Gardens and the Gridfall. Cliff will show you the way. The first sprout. Purchasing new permits lets you gradually expand your farm. Dew is the main currency. Doing the dew, baby. Gotta build a... Someone in here called Oat Milk might be the most on-brand name for this game that I've seen so far. Loftia is better with friends. While near other players, interact with them, send friend requests, and invite them to groups. Okay, let's see if people are talking, because I turned off proximity chat with the microphone, and I wonder if people are actually yapping. So I'm going to turn on proximity voice, but I'm not going to talk, so it doesn't seem to be a push to talk. I don't want them to hear me chatting away. But I'm going to turn it on, and we'll have a little run around and see if anyone's actually chatting. Apply. Nothing. What's in here? I have that, but how do I know if they're hearing? There's no indication that I'm talking or transmitting right now. But no one seems to be yapping. Nothing. I would think if people were talking, this would be the place where you would hear it. Don't know why I'm whispering like that's going to make it any less likely. Nope, don't see anything. Okay. Just a quick test. Let's pop that off. Alright. Build a tailoring station. So it did want us to talk to Cliff, but I think I'm going to check out... wait, let's go to stories and see. Fresh start, meet Hazel. Oh no, it still wants me to do the tailoring station before anything else. So we'll head back and do that. Loftia is still evolving. Share your feedback and bugs on the Discord. Well, the devs were in direct contact with me to send me this to play. So if you have thoughts on this, constructive of course, and joyful and wholesome as ever, and be nice about it, drop them in a comment, because they'll probably see that, or I can pass thoughts on. And let's give some good feedback, because this is early. Still working on it, still stuff to be added. Let's build a tailoring station. Looks like I need screws. Do we have any more seeds or anything yet? No. Would be handy if I could level up my hammer, but I'm wondering if I need to hammer more things to do that. So this is for sending stuff. House showcase. Okay, gotta go back. Keeping that ball going, keeping it alive, getting a high score. I am the champion. The best there's ever been at bouncy ball. Okay, let's get some more. That's cute, there's a community mini game that everyone can play together, bouncing the ball around. Rather sweet, I think. It also makes sense to have to come back to this island to collect resources. I can see how some people might think, oh, I've got to go back again. But it brings you back to the hub just to stop you hanging out on your own island the whole time. So that, again, you feel people around, you see players, feel the community. Looks like there's not too many screws here. It's a lot of clay and a lot of wood, so we might go to that other area to get screws. Wait, there's something up there that looks like something to collect. Am I imagining that? A little bit of parkour as we head here. How do we get up there? Big jump, maybe? Oh, popped one of my keyboard keys off. Oh, fighting a sneeze. Hay fever's no joke this year. Worse than ever. I think if we go this way and try and jump off of there, we might be able to get it. I could be seeing things, but it's worth a shot. There we go, that's definitely something. Ah, discovery. This construction site is the home of creation and restoration. Here I can work on personal projects and have the space to do urgent city repairs. One of the solar trees in the city farm was recently damaged in a severe storm. Neighbours were able to quickly salvage metal in the gridfall. However, the part was too large to carry in the air tram. Bartered with Ryder for the use of his adventure ship to fly over and pick up material. Payment for this favour was a day's work on his ship's platform. So you get little stories, and I unlocked a solar punk skirt. Reasons to explore, I guess. We love being rewarded. Now let's find that other little scrap area. Bum 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 bum. Cute little roads. Look at these hanging plants above. What is that? Wisteria? Lavender? I'm not quite at the level of gardening where no plants yet, but I find it really fascinating how there'll be a plant, right, or a flower you like, and then within that, there's absolutely tens, 20s, hundreds of different types that are all different colors. It's amazing. You can have a species of flower, and then it's an entirely different category within that. That is, you know, this one's orange, this one's blue, this one grows like this one grows like that. It's fascinating. Global Village. Donate cooked dishes to the Global Village. Players help keep Loftia fed and inspired. Contributions for next week. So this is where people work together. If you do it, you get an extra selection of recipe to sell in the shop. A community goal to meet. Cute, cute, cute. Why do I keep forgetting where this scrap area is? Here it is. Hitting tires like I'm a fighter training with a sledgehammer. Okay, so different areas give you different things, because this is giving me scrap wire and rubber and stuff. Smashing old microwaves for glass. So every so often, I guess, you just want to explore. Get these resources. There's fishing too, which I'm looking forward to discovering. And this is the scrap area. When you see the old washing machines. Is that giving me screws though? I wasn't paying attention. No, metal scrap. Oh, and some screws. Good. That's what we want. Like the animation, like how quick it is, you know, just hitting things, running, hitting things. You know, I'm not locked in, like I'm sort of able to move whilst I'm hitting. That's quite nice. We haven't looked at skill points yet. Progression. Ah, carry limit, scrap, can unlock. So we can carry more things. Hammer proficiency. 20% chance of gaining 50% XP when collecting with hammer. I mean, that would be good to take early, I think. Foraging skills. Upgrade your carry limit for wood and fiber. Proficiency when pruning. Crafting. Carry limits. 0 waste when crafting. Energy saving. Farming. Carrying seed types. So a lot of upping your limits here when you do stuff, carry stuff, but also getting stuff back when you complete stuff. So you've got cooking, fishing, research, repairing, and community. Creating adventure maps. So I think that's something that you do going on adventures with friends, like quests. Okay, let's take that hammer one because we're hitting a lot of stuff at the moment. And 40% chance of refunding one material when crafting a recipe. That's probably good to take early. 20% chance of energy back. Sure, 50% of energy back. That's, you know, saves you using up your solar farms if stuff's going to continue to cost more. And then maybe for plus 10 carry limit for all scrap type items. That sounds like a great early grab too. Look at me spending my skill points. The one thing I'm so bad at doing in so many games, I always forget. Just constantly. And I'm like, why is this so difficult? At least in the old days I had chat to tell me, did you spend your skill points? You're running around with beginner HP and damage. Which is funny because, you know, I've a long history of playing RPGs. I love RPGs. Isometric CRPGs is kind of my favorite. And then like old school Fallout and Wasteland and, you know, Baldur's Gate, that kind of style of game. And but when I play something that's open world but has skill points, if it's a third person skill pointer, I forget. I always forget. Or a first person, like a Skyrim or something. It's a thing. It's a thing. Oh wait, there's Cliff. Let's see what he has to say. I'm Cliff. I handle district travel and safety. Basically, I keep Loftians moving and alive, ideally in that order. I also kind of look like Chibi Charlie from Twilight. Alright, we'll need to be extra cautious. Traveling can be highly unpredictable in these unstable times. Tell me about it, right guys? You can't really help the community if you're upside down in a ditch, trust me. Anyway, before you head out, I'll need to check your safety device. What's that? I'm going to assume that was a joke. Listen, you need a fully functional glider. Where do I find one? You'll have to craft one. That means leveling up your crafting and creating new materials. Milo can help. Go talk to him. A glider? Fun. Let's talk to Milo. I love a bit of gliding, I do. Takes me back to playing Breath of Wild for first time a couple of years ago. Yeah, vibes are a little wonky right now, I'm not gonna lie, but Loftia always bounces back. I keep thinking about my crew over in Gridfall. My sister's probably got everything under control. She always does. She also told me to stay out of her way for a bit, so yeah. Anyway, Cliff sent me. My ultimate bro, Cliff, figured I could help you out. Sounds about right. Well, you're gonna need a glider. Let's get to work. Let's get a refining station. That's how you turn raw materials into useful stuff. Tiny hiccup though. I may have misplaced the station blueprint. Here's the plan. I'll track it down and you gather the materials. What do you say? Okay. Get stuff in familiar spots. Wood near the construction site, blah blah blah. Go have your own treasure hunt. Ah, so we need plant fiber. Let's see. So there's one type we haven't discovered yet, which is plant fiber, which I wonder if that's the one that we'll need to make pruning shears to get as a tool. Haven't seen it yet, but let's run around. There's bushes here. These could be plants. Yes. Oh, I've got berries, not plant fiber. Cottonseed. Okay. Cute little park area. Oh, little rubber banding. Those are just server issues, really. It's just lag. I'm connecting to the Frankfurt server at the moment. Yeah, so there's mushrooms here, but I need a snippy snip. I can't get them. And I wonder if that is the same as how you get plant fiber. Under a waterfall. Ah, I found plant fiber. There we go. We just pull up some grass. And that becomes plant fiber. A whole little garden area, which is quite cute. There should be more that encourages us to work as a community for stuff, you know? Like the bees being in trouble. I just thought on my own to like plant stuff that bees would like, to let my garden get overgrown for birds and wildlife, to get for food and safety, and let it kind of take itself back. But I feel like there should be encouragement to do so. We should be hearing about it more. Like, hey, did you know? And you can make it better by planting this. Here's 10 seeds to put in your garden or something, you know? Considering everything else we spend money on in the world. Our countries, wherever you are. Send people some seeds, or just tell them, just a leaflet. An email if you want to save paper and not do stuff. And I feel like a lot of people would if they felt like they were part of an effort. The same way that people wanted to stand on the front door and clap for the NHS during those dark times, you know? If we said, hey, like the bees need help if we grow this spring, I feel like loads of Brits especially would get out in the garden and be doing our bit. But no one ever tells us. I feel like it's because they want us to stay apart. They don't want us to feel like we're part of something and to work together and to feel good about that. So we have to take it upon ourselves to make those decisions, you know? Government's never going to be there for us in that way. Revolution! Starting a revolution cult in this cute, adorable game. Guys, what radicalized you? Loftia! You're taking back the streets. You're going to save the bees. Anyway. Plant something for the bees. I did see that they did a scheme for swift bricks. Bricks for swift birds to nest in. But even that I didn't hear about. I had to, you know, look it up and find it. It was inevitable that Loftians would start getting interested in other islands. To stop anyone flinging themselves off the side of the city with nothing more than an umbrella and a dream, I decided we needed to start exploring new methods of travel. The flying machines. Well, I look forward to us doing that and going to a different island. That looks fun. So I only found one plant fiber so far. It seems like... So I was either in the wrong place and just got one fiber, or there's somewhere else with more. Maybe someone already took it all. Just walking into this green area makes me want to sneeze. Ah, there we go, getting some more now. Climbing up the mountain on a little hike. Perfect. Now we can do it. Oh, there's a cute little picnic area up here. You could just sit there with your friends if you're playing and hang out. Jumping off the waterfall. Oh. Just spawns me back. It's probably for the best. Oh. Ba-bum-bum-bum. And it is one of those things where if you're going to be one of those people that does something for the benefit of others in the environment, you kind of have to accept that not everyone's doing it. You have to do it for the benefit of others that would never do it for you. It's like when I pick up litter when I'm walking, or someone's dropped crisp packets and stuff at the pond and the river. I pick them up, I put them in the bin. Should I have to do it? No. Should someone be putting their own litter in the bin? Yes, but some of us just have to step up and do it. As simple as that, something like that, of picking a packet up and putting it in the bin. You do that, the environment's cleaner, and you save life, you know, hedgehog, fox, anything, cats, people's cats that are out, they get their head stuck in crisp bags. Happens all the time. You've got to clean up. Sometimes you've got to clean up after other people, just like those Japanese fans in Wembley Stadium. We've come full circle. A few of us can make a big difference, you know. Great job. Here's the blueprint for the refining station. Can you believe it was in my pocket the whole time? Here comes the best part. Putting this beauty together and giving it a proper test run. Get some screws and some wires. The machines like to take their time. Don't feel like you have to watch it. Enjoy the islands while it does the heavy lifting. Okay, that's cool. I quite like games that have stuff that also runs on a real time. So you set it up and it's doing it, and it's like, hey, come back in 10 minutes. I quite like that. It's something that reminds you to slow down a little bit, to take a bit more time. Not trying to min-max and maximize your time, you know, Stardew style when you've got a massive farm. Just being told, you've got 20 minutes. Even if it encourages you, even in the real world, to go make a cup of tea. A lot of stuff, a lot of my kind of house chores and things I get done when I've got a video exporting, like rendering, because my videos are so long that can take 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. So if I set up a video whilst it's coming out of the software that I've edited it in to get ready to upload it to YouTube, I'm like, okay, well my PC is kind of doing that for the next 3 hours. Let me go water the garden, you know, clean up the kitchen, hoover, tidy my room, work on some other bits. So it's good when games do that too. Refining station. Also gives you something to look forward to. I mean, remember the times of Animal Crossing of, you know, come back tomorrow and this house will be built or a new villager will be here. And yes, some of us time traveled, and me especially because I was live streaming it, but I feel like during those times I would have really appreciated that if I actually had something to look forward to, you know? The refining station processes raw resources into refined materials. I mean, this could just be like 5 minutes, but my point stands. Let's see how long it takes. 30 seconds, huh? But I guess if you do a bunch for later stuff, it could be a while. Need some energy. Dunk, 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 dunk. I've been fighting a sneeze for like the last 20 minutes or however long it's been. I'm just gonna actually let myself sneeze real quick. There we go, and have a right old sniff. I probably should have said I would mute my mic, just in case that scared you that I was just going to do a dad sneeze into the microphone. I would never do that to you. I mute my mic just to drink my drink, for goodness sake. But, I do full-on dad sneezes, by the way. I've reached that age. I might not be a dad, but I'll do a dad sneeze. Loud as. My cats, if I just go like I'm gonna sneeze, my cats will literally run a mile. Like they know that's coming. I have to fight it so much. Like they'll be on my lap and I'm like fighting a sneeze because I know as soon as I do that, they're gonna sprint off of me and dig their claws in. So I have to also get them off of me before I do that because they know what's coming and I feel so bad every time. Okay, it wants me to process a plank. So it's 30 seconds on that. We're going to build a tailoring station whilst we're waiting, if we have enough. We do, but we need more energy. Every time I craft something, I have to run back to the solar panel, so I guess getting a bigger battery could really be something to do as well. Tailoring. Craft. There we go. Crafted the tailoring station. I'll put that on the corner right there. Craft any piece of clothing. Academic top. Oh, it looks like a sort of school top. Okay. Varsity jacket. So the first thing we've unlocked is kind of school things. That's very American, the varsity jacket, isn't it? Although I believe this is actually made by Australians. Let's make the jacket. That's a cute look. Now we pick up the plank and we want to do a metal plate. So it looks like you have to wait for it to be done. You can't queue up the next thing. You have to wait. But you could have more than one refining machine if you wanted to do it quicker. It would be cool if you could queue those up. So if you need like 5 planks for something, you do it and it says come back in 5 minutes, and then, you know, you can go make a cup of coffee or, you know, read a chapter of your book or something. So you're not actively clock watching here. Maybe the times get longer later. making people take time in something, it's really underrated. I mean, I mentioned it earlier, I used to play this game called Star Wars Galaxies. That was an online Star Wars game. And you had to wait. If you wanted to go to another planet or another city, you had to wait 10 minutes to get the bus, essentially. Like, the shuttle would literally come in and land. And I think when it started, it's like 10 minutes for local shuttles. It was 30 minutes for the starport to go to another planet. And it was... Oh, he's waving. I don't know how to wave. Hello, neighbor. And you used to get people hanging out and just chatting whilst they were waiting for the shuttle to come in. And it was very cute. It was interesting, you know? Forced people to take a moment to sit around, and dancing characters would dance and buff people, and musicians were playing instruments. And eventually, I guess that vocal minority got loud, and it went to 10 minutes, to 5 minutes, to 1 minute, to 30 seconds, I think, at one point, that you had to wait for shuttles, and then it was just instant. You just clicked on the ticket person and went there. And that entire part of that game for the community was lost, because we went from wanting to hang out and be part of something to just people just were like, I want to go where I'm going instantly. I don't want to stand around here. You know, like I saw that happen in gaming, where people went from wanting to earn stuff and stuff to take time to just, I want it now, and I want to be able to do it on my own without a group. It was all just about what's easiest. Okay, I need to do straw, but it looks like I need more plant fiber. So let's head back, because we also need to talk to Linda after making our outfit. Your new outfit is absolutely lovely. My grandmother used to say that every costume tells a story. It's such a joy to see the new stories can still be told. And we got seeds. It warms my heart to see new talent blooming so beautifully. I must admit, my own needles have been quiet lately. Been searching for a spark that won't come. Creative block? Yes, I suppose you could call it that. My grandmother was a seamstress. She left me a few precious pieces of fabric, but, well, even though I was sparing with them, I've used them all. Haven't been able to create anything new since. Maybe, just maybe, you could help me find my creative spark in a new kind of material. Inspire Linda. Inspire. Inspire the shopkeeper and expand their shop. So we give them cotton and tomatoes and fruits and stuff, and it inspires them to unlock new outfits. That's a cute little goth outfit. Okay, another reason to craft stuff. Let's go grab some more plants. And see. Over here. Back into the park, back into Sneeze Central. The hills are alive with the sound of music. I've never seen the sound of music. I should have included that on my... I did a post on the community thing. I did this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 trend, and I did it in games and in movies. So one of them is like 4 things you haven't seen or played. And I should have included the sound of music in this the one that I haven't watched, because I haven't, and that's big, right? Should I watch it? It feels like the kind of thing I might enjoy. This Christmas I watched It's a Wonderful Life for the first time, and I absolutely bawled my eyes out at the end. In a good way. It's so wholesome. Oh, I cried so much. Bum 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 bum. It's a Wonderful Life. Beautiful movie. So should I watch Sound of Music? What's the big film that you haven't seen? What's your... My other one was 2001. And... Perfect Days I want to watch. which is a little bit more of a left field pick, but I keep seeing videos on that it's a really great one to watch. I see clips of it popping up all the time. What else did I do? Oh, The Exorcist. Bum, bum, bum. Back to... We were full of, so you can see how quickly you can get your pockets full, and that's also where you might want to skill up, so we could collect even more plant fiber. Save the comings and goings, back and forth, back and forth, Wu-Tang gravel pit. But I'm liking this so far. For an early test, there's good progression there. You know, some early tests you can play for an hour and you feel like you've done everything. But we haven't even got to fishing or other islands or anything yet. Still just getting our toes wet. I think we should put some seeds in the ground here. But how do I equip that? Oh, giant sneeze. Crops, there we go, cotton. How do we equip? So I'm watering these, but how do I seed? Oh, there's emotes. Waving, shrugging, calling someone over, lying down, cute. Always good to have little stuff that you can do. Milo. Maybe we should do this little tour with Pebble. Now you settled in, want to do a quick tour? Sure. Follow my lead. Let's stretch those legs. You met Estella and Linda already. Estella's furniture shop's the place to go to turn your home into a masterpiece. If you help her out with her creative demands, she'll teach you a thing or two about carpentry. Linda's fashion shop will make sure you're always rocking a glamorous look, or a cute one, or a menacing one. It's up to you. Stick around her, you'll master the art of tailoring. Hazel's seed shop, now that's what we want. Need to make some quick dew by planting carrots or tomatoes? Maybe cotton for tailoring. Find it there. Refill your watering can at the rain collector. Oh, I thought my can was just infinite. On the other side is the permits office. You know that. Global village where Kun and Jun make sure everyone is well fed. Last but not least, the station. Your stop for visiting the other districts. And this is the park. You can call it Pebble Park if you insist. It's where I do my workouts. And with that, I think I got my 10,000 steps. Hope these spots got printed in your retins because you'll be coming back often. Plenty more to Loftia City, but I'll leave you to explore and discover. For now, I'll resume my duties. Done. Alright, Milo. You got a real knack for this. No worries. I was thinking, I could actually be useful around here, you know? Hang out in the workshop. Help Loftians help each other. Thanks for helping me help you help me. Wait, do you think Cliff could have sent you here on purpose? Total bro move. He really is the best friend. Thank him for me. Permission to glide. And we got an adventure shirt. Looks like the station might be this way. I see someone gliding over there. So we've got to find Cliff. Where was Cliff before? We're not allowed in here yet. Oh, Cliffy. Where were you? If I go to stories... I don't have it yet, even though he said I should talk to him. I wonder if I'm supposed to inspire Linda before that actually happens. We saw him whilst running around, so if we head over here, maybe we'll see him again. That's Milo. Cliff, Cliff, Cliff. Where's my glider, Cliff? Oh wait, is he there? There he is, waiting by the... You're back, which means you've got a refining station to make materials for your glider. Guess Milo came through. These islands would probably fall apart without that guy. Let's keep that between us, though. Anyway, time for you to craft a safety-compliant glider. Here's the blueprint. You'll notice it's a bit more complicated than usual. It's where all the practice pays off. It does end with you flying, so fair trade. I'll be around if you need assistance. Okay. Need rubber, straw. So we should probably collect some more stuff while we're here. Get ourselves some more tires and scrap and things. Look at this. Big old turbine. Beep. Interaction forbidden. My boss needs to give you the spiel on wild projects. Ah. More to work together on. For everyone here. Feel the community in the global village. So we're going to want some plant stuff because we want some straw. So let's fill our pockets back up. Plant fiber. Full. Okay, now we want to go and get some tires for the rubber. In the other area. Looking forward to having our glider. People just having random combos that you run past. It's giving, and they were roommates. This area. Here we go. We found the tires to hit. Boing, boing. Which we will turn into rubber. Alright, into the refiner. We want rubber. Oh wait, I just saw you can queue up in there. You can do more than one. I'll do it when this timer runs out. To get some more. Ah, I should have gone to the seed shop so we could have planted and started growing what we need to inspire Linda. It's actually quite fun seeing who your neighbours are every time you come here, and because it just always puts you with people, someone's got a redone house over here. It's all purple. It looks totally different. Got a little mailbox. Got a flourishing garden out back. Growing oranges. You can water other people's gardens. Can I? Your watering cans run out of water. Refill it using rain collectors. Oh. Oops. Maybe they have one I can use. Since I did use it on their garden. Oh, they left. And I disappeared off the edge. Well, that's rude. They said, get the heck away from my rain collector. Maybe someone else has one. Hello, Evie. Do you have one? Doesn't look like it, does it, Evie? Oh, well. And looks like Ting just got here. Now, can I collect stuff? I can. So if I hang out here and I want more scrap, I can actually go to someone's island that just got here and I can hit their stuff. That's interesting. You're welcome. Using my hammer proficiency for good. Right. So we need 2 straw. There you go. And now it's 1 minute. So you don't have to do it individually. I was wrong earlier. It's okay. You're allowed to be wrong sometimes. Don't let your fear of failure stop you from achieving greatness, ever. Even if that greatness is just, you know, living your life. Huge fan, MadMorph. Have fun. That's cute. Hi. Thanks so much. Hope you have fun too. That's very sweet. Aww. That's really cute. That's made my day, that has. Someone wished me well. Sometimes it's all you need in life. Let's see. 10 seconds left. I say let's see all the time, and since playing Baldur's Gate 3, I think of Baldur's Gate 3 every time I say it, because my character was constantly going, let's see, every time you move her somewhere. And so now every time I say, let's see, I think of Baldur's Gate, but I wonder, maybe did I say it before, or was it from playing, 100 hours of Baldur's Gate 3? I think I did say it before. Anyway. The tangled webs we weave. Well, JM, thank you so much for saying huge fan, have fun. That's very cute. Type of thing that means a lot and keeps you going, honestly. I feel like people quite often think it doesn't, comments don't mean much, and there is something to be said for if you don't want to take the bad comments on you, you also have to kind of not pay attention to the good ones too much. People can sometimes act like you're the best thing since sliced bread for 2 minutes, and then it's just, people like to be effusive and say stuff, and then it doesn't mean they're like love you forever, but for this moment they're appreciating you and saying that's good. Like, you can't take the good stuff on and get a big head in the same way that you can't take bad stuff on and think that it means anything about you, but it is nice. It's fuel in the tank, don't let it go to your head, but it's also fuel in the tank of just, someone will send a DM and say, I had a horrible week and that video made me feel better, or they leave a comment and say that, or whatever, and it's just nice. I might not reply to all of them, but I do read them and I see them and I'm like, that's nice to know. Thank you. I'm glad that it helped. It means a lot, as a big part of why I do anything that I make. That's, it's for people to enjoy it in some way, get something from it. And it also just means so much for people to bother to comment these days, because comments are so rare now. Whether it's social media, YouTube, people don't comment as much. That's just something I've noticed doing this for 10 years. And it's, even though I get like more views than I ever did, I get less comments because I think people are just kind of tired of social media and stuff, right? We all want to not be perceived and not kind of say anything. So I hope whether it's for me or for anyone else, when you leave a comment, I would assume people see it, because I get a lot of ones that say, you'll probably never see this. And it's like, I saw it. I did see it. So I don't even believe people when they say they never read them. Let's see. What am I making? A glider. There we go. I have the stuff. I am making my glider. Boom. Got it. So now I'm going to go show it to Cliff. And we shall glide for the very first time. Let's get to gliding, Cliff. What have you got for us? Wait, did you feel that? Not again. Oh my gosh, the ground just split open. That was stronger than ever. Is everyone okay? Looks like we're all fine. Can't say the same about the ground. Oh my. A crack. That's a bold new design choice. Careful there, little fella. Let's not test how deep that goes. This crack is a serious safety hazard. We need to fix it immediately. Let's split up. I'll head out to check if everyone's safe across the districts. You with me, Morph? Do you want the good news or the bad news? Good news. A report just came in from the Hanging Gardens that everyone's safe, but the crops took a hit. Real problem's the Gridfall district. We completely lost contact. There's no questioning it anymore. Instability's hitting everywhere. We need all hands on deck. How about taking your glider for a spin, lending a hand at the gardens? I'll be at the air tram station. So yeah. Let's go. Which way was the station? This way. So we had to make a glide. Oh my gosh, I can just glide wherever I want. Space and space. And you take out a big solar punk bug ladybird glider. That's so cute. I love it. That's a really cute design. Let's go up here and jump off. Oh. That's really cute. Oh my gosh. I love it. Huh. Really, really cute. Looks like the tremor messed up the crops over at the Hanging Gardens. They won't recover on their own, you know. Are we heading over? Sure. Step into the air tram. To the Hanging Gardens, the beating heart of Loftia, home to community farms and the bamboo forests and mysterious overgrowth. Away we go. Ah, cute. It's basically like a ski lift, a big globe that we stand in and get taken to another island. Islands in the sky, or in the stream. You and I, as we go to the Hanging Gardens, have I got a bargain for you? There's some fishing and lots of people running around in this place that we call the heart of Loftia. Another official song that sounded just like me. That's crazy. Alright, here we are at the Hanging Gardens. I'll assume the trip lived up to your expectations. You might want to talk to Herb so he can give you a rundown of the place. If you get tired of hiking and want the comfort of your house, air tram back to Loftia City. Okay, so we're now in a new area, which looks very, very green, with big arcs to run through. You've reached the Hanging Gardens, gives you an invite to a friend. Okay. Big waterfalls, a big purple tree. Water pouring out of it, creating ponds and rivers, water wheels, gnarled sort of open tree trunks that we go through as archways. And we're in a brand new area, which looks a lot less crowded so far. Few less people running around. This is why you need the glider. It's kind of got a treehouse vibe, lots of up and down to it, some verticality. So if I jump off of here, I would glide down to there to get around a bit quicker. Now I understand. So we weren't going to glide to the island, but now that we're here, it's a place where it's useful.
A new face, fresh as a sprig of basil. Who would you be? Welcome to the Hanging Gardens. I'm Herb, guardian of gardens and everyone's honorary grandpop. I'd bet my old rake you'll love it here. It's our own green paradise. Well, at least it would be if those recent quakes hadn't gone and shaken the soil under our boots. Of course, some kind Loftians rushed in to tidy up. I heard everything's standing neat as a prize pumpkin at Harvest Fair now. but I haven't done my official inspection yet. Mind helping these old eyes? Would you take a peek at the lookout and tell me if the garden beds are still a mess or if the paths are all crooked? I'll guide you through the main spots from here. Take care not to fall off.
I like getting to do an old man voice. Will I one day just sound like that permanently? What do you think?
Maybe I'll put it on as soon as I go grey.
Just start walking around like I'm Gandalf.
There on the left we have the floating village. That's where Kasim and his group research fish and the ecosystem balance. He holds all sorts of new tools and tech for Loftians who help him with his research. Straight ahead across the lake is the overgrowth. Beautiful place, I'll tell you. Though wild as ivy on a rainy week. I know the chef Kuhn likes to source ingredients from the forest there for his kitchen, but the paths haven't been so welcoming since the quake started. Last but not least, Windmill Island, Hazel's pride and joy, where she nurtures flowers of every shade for her garden. If you can't find her at the shop in the city, be sure to find her there.
Nice. So, oh look, someone's name is Shotzi for you. Shotzi was in another game and I asked what it meant and people told me, and it means like my little darling or something in German, which is very cute. I like that. Shotzi is a cute word, and that's a cute name. Someone's called Shotzi over there. I think it meant something cuter than what I'm remembering. I apologize for forgetting, but it was cute and I appreciate everyone who told me. Oh, I was going to jump off of here, but it says report back to Herb. Let's see what he's saying.
So, everything's in order, that's what you're telling me. Well, that's good to hear. Folks have been working their roots off lately, which reminds me. Arlo and I have whipped up some fresh organic healthy snacks for our volunteers. Trouble is, we're a bit short on hands to get them delivered. My joints, and I reckon this is the perfect opportunity for you to explore the gardens. Grab the healthy snacks from Arlo and drop them off with Kasim.
Oh yeah, wow, big old flower farm here. Tulips and all sorts. Tulips on a Tuesday. Goodbye, Ruby Tulip. So Arlo is over here. Hanging out in the community farm. So this looks like it's just open beds for anyone to plant stuff. That is very cute. There is a rain collector for anyone to use. And some other things too, which looks like they're not currently active for us, but I think that's adorable. Hello there. Welcome to the community farms. I'm Arlo. If it grows in the soil or reaches for the sun, I'm your guy. Herb sent you, right? Old man doesn't miss a beat. This is where we go. Beet spelled with a double E, by the way, for the vegetable. This is where we grow food for all Loftia. You'll be getting your hands dirty soon enough. For now, we've got bigger priorities. 1 pack of healthy snacks coming right up. Take them to Kasim. Alright. I'm going to be brave and try and glide over. Imagine the Indiana Jones theme playing whilst I do that. But now I'm on the wrong side of the island. And I glided off and now I'm in trouble. Oh dear. I do believe we may have made a mistake. I'm underneath the island. Oh. Oh dear. Okay. We must find another way back. This was not my finest moment, I'll be honest with you. Oh wait, some secrets down here. Oh, minigame for opening stuff up. Have to hit it at the right time. Just got a bunch of plastic, screws, tires, scrap wood, glass. That was a good find. Maybe it was my finer moment. After all. Let's see. Big waterfall here. I will now... Oh! I fell in the water. Got to do the gliding. There we go. Glider parkour. around the place and make our way to the delivery site. Red clover, blue clovers, picking some plants. I think I'm down here and we want to get up. But I did find another secret box full of stuff. Oh, oh dear. Someone's fishing there. There we go. Found our way back to where we needed to be. You always will. Give it time. Kasim. Welcome to Floating Village. I'm Kasim, resident biotechnologist and biggest fish nerd you'll ever meet. Herb and Arlo sent you with a snack. Just in time. We were this close to eating the fish. Kidding, we'd never eat them. Quite the opposite, actually. We work day in, day out to keep them thriving. These recent quakes have really muddied the waters, though. Fish have become a bit restless with all the instability, working double time to keep things on track. Thanks for the snacks. Here, this blueprint should help you out. I wonder if when you fish in this, if you use them for something else other than, like, eating them. I'm getting friend requests. Who are these from? Friends requests. People around here that we've just been running past. I wonder if that's just a, like, maybe there's a quest to send a friend request or something. Bum ba bum ba. This was one of them. How do I wave again? Hello. This is the Floating Village Research Centre. We coordinate several branches of research going on in the Hanging Gardens. A huge part of our work is protecting endangered fish species. We gather data on their biology and behaviours and make sure they can thrive up here. Let's make this a show and tell. Bring some local materials over and I'll show you how to build something cool. Get jute by salvaging old ropes and baskets that lie around the gardens. Rattan from small palms in the village you came through. You'll need pruners for the job if you haven't got some already. Grab some scrap metal and craft one in your project station. Ah, okay. So we'll have to go home. And make some pruners. Oh, wait, someone said, from Are You the Actual MadMorph? Oh, I don't know how to say from that. How do I say back? Is that a message, a private message? I don't know if that's a message or global. It just says global, so I'll just say yep. I don't know if that's gone though. Well, I guess if you know me, you'll see this video and know that it was me. If I can't work out how to send a message. Absolute buffoon. Wait, I'm pressing what looks like the friend page. Hang on. Friends. So wait, if you click, you get the option to accept or reject. But how did you send a message? Wait, start typing message. There's probably a way to whisper. Anyway, yes, it's me. Let's head back and make those pruners. Prunies. So this map's much bigger. It takes a little bit of more time to maneuver around. Feels kind of like the city was the starting area. And this is a bit more open. A bit more going on. A few more characters to talk to. Oh. Let's head back and make our prunes. I remember quite liking prunes as a child, but I probably haven't eaten them for many a year. But child me was like, yeah, I'll have a prune. Alright, we need to return home so we can get what we need. got a lovely storm overhead at the moment, which is pretty nice. I like how you can play really zoomed out and have an old school vibe, or zoom in and get close. You got the option, you know. Love the sound of a storm. I'm enjoying spring weather at the moment. It's a little bit warm, but there's a really nice breeze if you go out. It just gets so hot in my room. But I'm really not looking forward to summer, I'll tell you that. You can now customize your house. Talk to HOUS3 in the shop. Sure. Who are our neighbours at the moment? S-Class, Taylor Jade, and a blank spot. Got a fishing rod. I know, just my imagination. Can't see, gonna. So we want to make some shears. We need metal plates. We go to our refiner. And we're gonna make one of those. We need copper scraps for the project station level 2. I haven't seen copper yet. Maybe it's in the new island. Then we want rattan and jute, or jute. Now that definitely must be someone else's island, because we can see their items even though the island hasn't loaded in. So why would it have, you know, if you couldn't see it, why would it have items on there? So that must actually be another neighborhood that we're looking at. That's kind of cool. I wonder if you can actually fly to them. Like if I just glided off of here and tried to go over there, I wonder if I could make it. Let's do a little experiment. As we soar like an eagle. Oh, nope. Ah, and then I fell off again. So it just teleports you back. It's okay. We've tried something and discovered something new. Now, I've got the metal plates, so now we can make our pruner. Just need to fill my battery back up. Charge my battery. If you could choose to just plug yourself in like a robot instead of going to sleep at night, would you? If you could just go, time to charge my battery, click, and then just like pop it into your side or something and go, brrr, and you would just immediately power down and start booting. Just set a little 6-hour timer like you're going to sleep in Skyrim or something. Would you do that, or do you enjoy the act of sleep? I feel like if you're here watching my videos, you probably struggle with the act of sleep and aren't super keen on the idea, and would quite like to just power down. I know I would. Let's now head back to the other world and get what we need. Personally, for me, I find it a struggle to go to sleep unless I'm absolutely exhausted. Like I'll stay up and work and do everything as much as I can do. It feels like there's never enough hours. And by the time I get into bed, it's like 4 or something, and I'm just like, yeah, straight exhausted and out like a light sometimes. But if I go and I'm not sleepy, then it's an issue. Sleep's hard. And if you're struggling, I want you to know that it's okay. You'll get there in the end. There's no worse feeling than laying there trying to sleep or needing to sleep if you've got work or an appointment or something the next day and you're tossing and turning. And it just feels like, you know, it's impossible. Sometimes the best thing to do is put something like this on or read a book. Don't lay there and suffer. Give yourself 10 minutes of something and then try again. So here we are back in this world to collect rattan and jute. And I'll be honest with you, I took a break for food and I can't remember what he said about where to get them, but I'm pretty sure it was just sort of explore this world. And I'm sure we'll discover it as we look around. Stuff that we can prune. Here we go. That's flax. What a very tall thing. Ah, this looks like something. Rattan. Okay. So I've actually got to switch tools when you find different things. And that was some jute. I didn't see what it was, but I actually just grabbed it with my hand. Oh wait, I got it out of a basket that I hit. Okay, so we're in the right place. So yeah, getting into gardening now, learning about plants, discovering my favourites. I really love the look of Acer trees. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but there's all these different types of Acer tree, and they're quite Japanese looking. They may even be Japanese. I think they're Japanese like maple trees or cherry trees. And I love those. They're very, very good looking. I'm going to get a small one, I think. I really love magnolia, but magnolia trees, I think they have the magnolia flowers come out once a year, and then once they bloom for a very short amount of time and then they're gone. So they also get really, 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 really big, which made me wonder if it would be the right thing. But I think I want to get another tree. I've got a small garden, but at the end of the garden I have a tree that covers a wall. And I want to get another one that covers the other side. That'll grow like some bamboo or something. The floating village serves as our centre for marine research and the heart of the fish restoration project. The pond may be human-made, but the life within it is very real, equipped with advanced sensors that allow us to monitor water quality, health and ecosystem balance in real time. Unlocked some sandals. Are you the fisher person? Sometimes you might cast a line and not find any fish, but that's fine. We shouldn't rush them. Show materials to Kasim. I think he might teach us how to fish. This is exactly what we need. Not too stiff, not too flimsy. Hashtag no context. So I know the perfect tools to get you started with our collector rod. It's like a fishing rod but won't harm the fish. I'll share the blueprint with you. Craft one at your project station level 2. That's cute. Fishing in a game about the environment, but it's one that won't hurt the fish. That's pretty adorable. That's pretty cute, guys. And whilst I've been here collecting stuff, I've somehow found scraps that I needed to do a level 2 proficiency project station, I should say. So we can get what we need. This whole area. Haven't even been everywhere here yet. Oh, the copper scrap is coming out of the things that I'm hitting here with my hammer. There's sort of an old box full of tools and wires. Great. Let's head back over. It's a thunder and lightning storm. So up in the top left we have the time and we have the weather. And this is a real thunder and lightning storm cloud up there. The world's pretty cute. All the different solar punky things that are around, and water wheels and wind turbines in the sky and animal designs. It's a vibe. I wonder if they should have something so you can go straight home. Maybe there is and I'm not seeing it, but going back to the city and then another balloon to our home. I wonder if there's a way straight to your home from here. Gliding in the rain. But happy to have played this one. I haven't been seeing too much being posted about this test, I guess because it's limited. I think when they do an open test, it'll be really, really popular. But I haven't seen much about this test, but I was excited to play it, so I've been talking about it for a long time. Finally playing it. And it's kind of cute to have a game. Whenever it's made by a couple, I just feel like it's kind of cute, you know? I'm like, that's cute. Two people following a dream together, working on a game together. I like to support games like that. It's pretty cute, guys, okay? Let's upgrade. Ah, but I need 7 power in my battery to upgrade to a level 2, but my battery is 1 away from being full. And it's at 50% efficiency because there is a thunderstorm. Ah, and the storm stopped just like that. Turned into a starry sky that's turning to light at the end of 6 AM. So I think that give us the last bit of solar that we need. I do like the character designs as well, they're very cute. Okay, that's my battery charged. Do I actually have a big enough battery to do this? I don't. So I need to upgrade my battery somehow. Can we make more batteries? Battery level 2. Capable of holding 10. Scrap wire and mushroom leather. Ah. So there's a little block there where you need to do mushroom leather. Is that in the refiner? It is, from portobello mushrooms. So another little block of things that you need to do. And whilst you're doing this, as you're decorating, look, you can make a bubble tea, a clock, a little laptop that you can be decorating your house with, an animal beanbag. So remember, it's at your own pace. I'm just trying to go through it so that I can show you guys things. And there's something to do. Who are our neighbours here? Speckle, Rob, Jana. Alright, let's have a little roam around for some mushrooms. And now there's this big crack in the map that has stayed there since that happened in the story. So that must just be on my side of the screen, and other people who haven't got there don't see that yet. I always find stuff like that. This person's name is Love Cats. Me too. Me too, bud. And dogs. It's funny how, isn't it, how if you love cats, you probably also love dogs, unless you perhaps are scared of them. But sometimes, more often than not, dog people don't like cats. But cat people generally love all animals, including dogs. That's something I've noticed, and that's not me accusing you if you are one of those people. You might love all animals as well, and dogs are a favourite, and that's okay. But I have noticed that a lot of general dog people that aren't as special as you also don't like cats. But unfortunately, fortunately, I am one of those people who, if you don't like cats and think poorly of them, I think poorly of you. I'm sorry. Learn to love them. You're the problem, not the cat. Right, we found some mushrooms. It's a quick snip. Controversial. Controversial. YouTuber says people who don't like cats are a problem. Immediately cancelled. I mean no offense, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're a lovely, lovely person. Not all generalities are to be taken personally when uttered. Okay, I mean, this is Mushroom City right here. I'm getting so many mushrooms. Which is just what we want to make mushroom leather. I didn't even know mushroom leather was a thing. Can you buy mushroom leather clothes? Mushroom leather clothes. The world's first Milo. Garments created. What is this? From vegan what? No, what is this? Everything always pops up with like, change your country. Do you want to see this? Accept all these cookies? Like, just show me the content, dude. And it's Paris Jackson wearing a Stella McCartney Milo garment. Milo is such a great name for mushroom garments. Mushroom leather. Oh, and then it pops up like, join a newsletter, sign up. No, I'm just closing the website now, you've annoyed me. Okay, let's get some more mushrooms. I feel like website design is just so stuck in the past, isn't it? The amount of crap that comes up. Just give us the info, baby. Alright, got all the mushrooms from here. Let's just do a little swoop around. See if we got everything. That's a cute outfit that character has. Ooh. Cotton seeds, but I'm full. Need to work out how to plant the seeds that I have. Alright, I think we're good for mushrooms. Let's see what's up with Pebble. You made it to Pebble Park. If you're looking for connection, this place does the heavy lifting. This is it, the most important part of your training. Every single choice you've made so far has led you to this moment, to the inevitable, the one and only. Pebblethon! A series of very intense activities with one main goal, mastering the ancient art of making friends. Lucky for you, I have a lot of experience in this very specific field, and I will personally train you. Let's start simple. Pick someone nearby and say hello. A wave, a dance, whatever feels right. Play a friendly emote in front of another player. Okay, well that's cute. But the guy next to me is hitting me over the head with a mallet. Right, okay. If that ain't just 2026 all over, baby. Okay, I waved. No one's waving back. Just doing the Forrest Gump wave all on my own. Alright, that was kind of impressive. Don't get too comfortable though, this was only the warm-up. Bonking, you ready? Sorry? Don't pretend you haven't heard of it. Pebble. For our second trial, friendly bonking. Rules are simple. Walk up to another Loftian, grab a hammer and bonk. Oh. It's a sign of friendship, not a sign of aggression. Well, there you go. There's a culture shock for you. Didn't know a friendly hammer bonk was a way of making friends and watching someone desperately chase after someone trying to bonk them. It's like being out in town past midnight. Right, there we go. Bonked someone. Now go back to Pebble and celebrate my bonk. Now I don't know if bonking means what I think it means in the rest of the world, but bonking certainly means what you think it means here in the UK. Yes, you did it. Hold up, the Pebblethorn isn't over yet. The final trial's the toughest one. The Bonk Challenge. Don't drop the ball, the ultimate friendship tool. Many have tried, fewer have succeeded. The ball waits for no one. Don't drop the ball. The Bounce Challenge. Play Don't Drop the Ball with another player. Equip the beach ball and start the game. Oh. Okay. So we've gone from bonking to bouncing. And I will have to bounce this around, I guess, until another player bounces with me. Which is just really all taking a turn, isn't it? All this bonking and bouncing. So we wait for someone to bounce with. Oh! Okay, I lagged, and that's very, very rude. That happened because I was doing great. I'm just going to bounce it over here in front of everyone. And then it'll do it automatically. There you go. OMG, is that the MadMorph? I'm bouncing a ball, but I must say hello at the same time. There we go. Have I bounced? We have bounced. Big fan. Oh, that's cute. They're bouncing the ball. They kept it going whilst I was typing. Perfect. Well, that's very sweet. Oh. We lost it. 21. That was good. Let's give them a wave. How cute. Oh. This is the kind of thing that could get addictive to try to beat the score, honestly. I absolutely love little things like that. I wonder how many are streaming this. Plan it next week. Oh, there's some people streaming while I'm recording. Oh no, we got it. Here we go. It's always a interesting feeling being recognized in a game. I haven't played anything online for a long time. Oh. So it's kind of cute. We're somehow up to a score of 24. Oh my gosh, that bounced away so many times. Right. Celebrate the win with Pebble. Let's head back. Pebble. You did it. Look at you sprinting straight into legend status. Honestly, I kinda knew you'd make it. Now the Pebblethon's officially over. Finally, the MVP of this season is, drumroll please, me. Well, you. I knew you had it in you. Congratulations. Asma. Alright, let's craft our collector rod. Try the fishing out. Home sweet home. I like that the ball is just an item now that I can carry around and do this whenever I like. That's honestly so great. Fantastic little item. And it looks really cute to run around holding it. Very, very sweet. Let's see. Mushroom leather. And we needed How many? Making a battery. We need 2 mushroom leather, but I also needed scrap wire. Okay. So we'll make the mushroom leather. I have no neighbors to grab scrap from. Ah, mushrooms actually grow here too. On my island I have a mushroom. This is how you do seeds. You hold R to do the tool and then we can plant. So I remember she wanted tomatoes. Okay. So you don't do it from your inventory, you do it here. They're watered. And then before we just head back, do I have the materials for another grow bed? I do. Because we did do that upgrade, didn't we? So let's put this down. Next to the other one, I think, with a little gap in between. And on here, we'll put lettuce. Let us do gardening. And they take 5 minutes to grow. And the tomatoes take 30 minutes. Well, I wish I'd worked that out earlier. Me. Things should take time. Me an hour later. Bloody hell, these tomatoes are taking a while, aren't they? The dichotomy of man is within us all. Let's be honest, sometimes the kettle doesn't even boil fast enough. So we want to grab scrap wire. Someone's name is This Guy Stinks. Which is either extremely self-deprecating, or isn't that the SpongeBob meme? This guy stinks! Which is pretty funny as a name. I think SpongeBob is so funny. I haven't watched it for so many years. But I never even really watched too much of the cartoon. I don't think it was really on stuff that I was watching. You know, it certainly wasn't when I was a kid. I was kind of a teen, late teen, I think, when SpongeBob was around. But the early stuff that I saw was very funny, to the point where I actually went to see SpongeBob at the cinema. The first film that they did. It was hilarious. Oh, the one with the Goofy Goober song. It was great. It was so good. I had a blast. Let's go into our skills. How do I go to skills again? Ah, there we go. That's what we want. Progression. I want to do the one for more carry stuff. More carry. Because we're doing a lot of collecting. My scrap wood's full though. Oh wait, it says there, hit W to send a private message. Ah, that's what I needed to do earlier, so I was just shouting into the ether. And that person asked if I was me. I do apologize, I wasn't ignoring you. I'm looking for wires, so let's go to the other area. Where all of the scrap wires and the washing machines are. But I think it's important to do stuff like that and nourish that little sort of silly part of you, that inner child, whatever it enjoys, or if it's like an old nostalgic movie, it can be, you know, it could be sticking Jurassic Park on. It doesn't have to be something, you know, Doesn't have to be Thomas the Tank Engine, but if you like Thomas the Tank Engine, stick it on, is what I think. In these turbulent times, in this troublesome world, it's incredibly important to escape it every so often with something that takes you elsewhere or takes you back to a time that was a lot simpler. It's sometimes as simple as that, which is very, very important. I found these old books on tape that I could remember listening to when I was literally like 2 and older, that I would go to sleep listening to. And I was trying to remember exactly what it was. And I could just remember I had a song stuck in my head that was sung on the tape, and I googled that and it came up. And then I found them on YouTube and was listening to them, and I wanted to cry. I was transported back to being a child in my childhood bedroom, sleeping, listening to these stories on tape. It's kind of special how things like that can take you back. Bum, bum, bum. Kind of tempted to do my own little recordings of them. Scrap wire. This area is pretty good. I like how it's not too difficult to get stuff that you need. In fact, most of the time is just taken up by the travelling back and forth. But once you're here, there's quite plentiful amounts to pick up. Oh, there's a thing there. Solar power. Solar punk jeans. I like my outfit, so I'm just rocking this for now. Cute little short shorts. Little cardigan. Okay, I think we've had a big scrap run here. I have to remember this is just a closed test that's open for a week. I probably shouldn't play this too much, because if I want to play it when it actually comes out, I don't want to go too far and obviously have stuff. You have to do it all again, do you know what I mean? I sort of forgot that this wasn't out for a second. Let me go back and just do this because I want to see the fishing rod. Sorry, I just thought this was out. So just playing it like I would for a second. I have to be patient sometimes. You ever love a test or a demo of something, but you play that too much, and then when it actually comes out, you can't be bothered to redo it all? Let's charge our... Actually, let's not charge our battery, because we're going to make a new one. New battery. 3 to craft. Mine's empty, so I do actually need to charge it. That's a very pretty house over there someone's got. Sort of looks like something from a Ghibli. The door is kind of curved like a clown mirror. Big open curved out windows. Cute little garden on the side growing a bunch of carrots, 8x8. Does it look like a fire pit or growing something specific? Oh, I was going to wave, but they ran through me, never mind. Alright. Battery charged. Level 2 battery created. Battery level 2. Ah, and it's full, so it just levels up the battery you have. So now I have 10. Upgrade available. Upgraded. Need a plastic sheet. Craft in 30 seconds. Do you think in the future, when robots are everywhere, you'll have people pretending to be robots that aren't really robots? Will that be the next level of catfishing? Hello, I have a delivery for you. People open the door. Haha, I'm actually a human. Oh my god, get away. I only speak to robots. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Now I just need to refill my battery to make the fishing rod. Dink donk dink. And then we can see what the fishing is. Made it. So now it wants us to go back to Kasim to learn how to fish. So we'll run back. We'll do that. Sorry, it's me moving the microphone. My trusty old boom arm that I probably had for like 10 years. Pretty sure it's the same one I always had. Oh no, that one broke. This is a different one, but it's like 5-6 years old. It's one of those things that if you buy a decent one and the right brand, something like that, if you're going to use it a bunch, it's good to get something that will just last forever, rather than like a £10 Amazon one that will break in 3 months. There are some things where I think I'm only going to use that a little bit, so let me buy the cheapest one possible. It doesn't matter if it doesn't last, and other stuff, if you kind of want it to last. Get like a trusty, well-made one. This is Rode, who are pretty good brand. Not sponsored. Right, let's go show him our rod. Over this way. Where was he? Through here, I think. I do like the gliding. Having cool ways of traveling around is absolutely underrated in terms of making a game feel interesting. You know, gliding, skateboards, hoverboards, stuff like that. Skidding, like in Journey. It could make games a million times more interesting. Is this a fine rod or what? The collector rod uses a mix of magnetism and vibrations to draw the fish's attention without causing harm. You can also grab any loose materials in the water. Let's catch a couple of fish. Okay. Cast the line, aim for ripples. Hit a spot, wait for the fish. Once the minigame starts, left click when the bobber is inside the green zone. Each success makes the fish get closer. Okay. So this is going to be the first thing we catch. So we look for bubbles. Oh, fell in. Sorry. And we'll see what fishing is like. Minigame click. Not bad. I got an Atlantic salmon. And then the puddle will disappear. The bobble disappears. I got disappears. Am I Gollum? The hell? I got it disappears, precious. I got some algae. Oh dear. Someone needs another coffee, I think. Disappears on us, doesn't it, precious? Catch the fishes. Runs it wriggling. Let's head down here. It looks like people are fishing. Imagine you're just falling asleep and then hear me saying "wants it wriggling" in Gollum voice. Something, ain't it? Can you just cast the rod anywhere, or does it have to be... Okay, so you almost have to hit the spot. And if you don't, you have to try again. So you have to get quite close to where the fish are. So it's like a game within a game within a game. And if you get it right on the little point, the bright green point instead of the big point, you get it straight away. And it looked like I got a bonus for doing that. That's quite cool. That's quite active. 2 in a row. I did get 2 for that, yeah. I mean, there are so many games with fishing these days and so many fishing types of mini games, but that is a pretty decent one. I have said before, I'm not always the biggest fan of ones where you have to go and find the spot. It would be nice to pick your own spot. That's always my preference, is like, if I wanted to, I could stand here and just cast off. And then just stand here and enjoy fishing, because it's a nice spot. There's someone sat there, there's a nice view. I'm not a huge fan of the run around and find the bubbles, like Animal Crossing style. But I feel like I'm just traumatized from years of the Animal Crossing and having to run around my island looking for rare fish and stuff. But I would pick just standing in a spot over that. I found a cave and it's full of mushrooms and copper, but you need level 2 hammer to do the copper. Cool. I like how much there is to explore. These. Oh, algae growing on rocks. Bum bum bum. Because also fishing could very much be something social. If you're standing in the same spot and doing it and waiting for a bite, you could then be chatting to people whilst fishing. But as it is like this, we're running around to spots, catching a fish, running to the next spot. So whilst it's active, it feels not anti-community, but not pro-community, not pro-chat. Oof, I had to do so many to get this one. It's a sea dragon. Oh, I should report back to him. I've caught the fish that I needed to catch. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Back this way. Can I bounce on that? Oh, I 100% thought this big mushroom was something bouncy, but it's... I mean, it might be, but either way, it's barred off to me currently. But it looks like a bouncy shortcut. Crumbs, I can't get up here without my bounce shoes. That's what someone's saying. So that must be something we can make. Bounce shoes. Alright, let's see what he says about our catch. Oh, fell off. But found a secret chest in the process. Oh. At least when you fall in the water, it's quick. It'd be a shame if every time you did, it did some dramatic PlayStation 2 style platformer, you fell in the water, blah 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 blah, and then you had to wait for like the screen to go in like an old cartoon fashion and then respawn you. I like that it's just instant. Because I fall in the water a lot. The fish really like you. Who would have thought? If you ask Herb, he'll tell you the gardens are Loftia's stomach, growing all sorts of stuff and feeding everyone. He's right, but this place is much more than a food pantry. Most of the natural world is here. Forests, animals, delicate ecosystems. It's all that remains from old Earth. Since living out of balance with the Earth might be the reason why the uplift happened, we must make sure the gardens stay on an even keel. So it feels like we're from Earth, but obviously we did what we're doing to the Earth, and the uplift means we lifted islands into the sky to live on, and now we're determined to live as one with nature. What do you say? Are you joining our preservation and exploration efforts? Count me in. My instinct says balancing the gardens is the way to keep Loftia safe. We need data. Did you see any of those computers with a glass ball rotating on top? That's a research station. 3 of them there in the gardens: Central Lake Station, Community Farms, and Overgrowth. Each research station needs a combo of fish, crops, and materials that we want to gather data from. I'll grant you access. Go pay a visit. Okay. Science time story. I think that might be a good place to put a pin in it, as an early look at the systems and the world of Loftia, and then save ourselves for what may come in the future, as not to play the test too much and spoil ourselves at this early stage. But I really liked it. I think it's cute. It's still an early test, always got to bear that in mind, but what I've played so far I liked. And pretty much the only reason I'm stopping is because it is an early test. I don't want to do it all and then do it again, you know what I mean? So, we shall leave it there. Thank you for watching. A quick reminder that if you want to win an access key for this test that's running for the next 2 weeks, do make sure you're following me on Instagram and subscribed here on YouTube. I'll be putting on my story and a community post right here. That'll happen this weekend, but for now, if you need some more time to fall asleep, click one of those videos on the screen to go on another sleepy adventure with me right now, or check out the podcast Down to Sleep everywhere you get podcasts. Until next time, thank you and good night.